to our presentation about motion compensated frame rate conversion in the cloud. Before I continue, I want to introduce my co-presenters. James Shepherd, Tyler Skomedek. Hello. But first I have to introduce myself maybe, if I may. I work for M2A Media as a solution architect. M2A Media helps video publishers to quickly and easily harness the power of cloud, you know, the flexibility, the scalability of things. And we work out of London. James.
So InSync Technology is a UK-based company established in 2003, specialising in image manipulation and standards conversion. Our proprietary DSP addresses all aspects of the conversion problem, but with a particular focus on motion estimation and motion compensated processing. We've delivered hardware through OEM channels and now software solutions and services since 2015.
Right, my name is Thilo. I'm representing Highscale. We are a software application company, and we create video and encoding and transcoding applications which are designed to run cloud natively in whatever environment you have. And we will speak about that a bit later.
Okay, thank you, Tyler. Now, before we dive into motion compensated frame rate conversion, it makes sense to sort of explain what this is all about. And I have to explain what M2A Connect is all about. If you would have a world today where video transportation would be a brand new thing, the one thing you would probably not do is build a satellite, put it on top of a rocket, and shoot it into space. You know, can work, could be nice, but it's probably better to look at cloud technology. And that is where M2A Connect comes in. M2A Connect uses Media Connect under the hood in AWS Cloud, and together with the schedule, we offer a flexible solution for rights owners, where rights owners can easily configure their distribution for events. And since it is so flexible, you can now offer more feeds and therefore offer more value to your broadcasters or takers or licensees, and therefore broadcasters can more easily, because it's all automated, use these feeds for broadcasting, and the operations team do not need any particular technology or knowledge in order to use M2A Connect. It's simply a console where you can say, I want this feed and it needs to be here right now. Now, if you handle all of these feeds using public clouds, you can also offer additional services, archiving, capturing, and of course, motion compensated frame rate conversion. And this is what James is going to tell you more about.
So at the core of our collaborative service is the Frameformer conversion engine, delivering high quality motion compensated standards conversion. If we look at the next slide, we'll see that there's a global split between those territories that capture, produce and distribute content at nominally 60 Hertz versus those that do the same at 50 Hertz. And this is still very much true today. So irrespective of the historical reasons, established workflows, legacy equipment, national regulations, and ultimately guaranteeing the quality of the end consumer's viewing experience means that we have to worry about the frame conversion problem. So why concern ourselves with frame rate conversion? If we move to the next slide, we'll see that it's very unpleasant to look at, but this is the reality of unintelligent or poor quality standards conversion. And we'll see in this particular case that something as simple as a caption moving at low or high speeds becomes illegible. And this could be our sponsor's message, this could be our advertisers, this is our premium talent, and the quality has been seriously degraded. In applying motion compensation, this is a computationally intensive process and historically has only been possible through hardware. I think there's more general awareness now that there are software solutions to standards conversion. They typically require turnkey hardware or specific GPU technology, and that they've been deployed only for offline file-to-file applications. So really the message today is that it is now possible to achieve live frame rate conversion in public cloud, generic CPU, without compromising quality. So why is this advantageous? So on this slide we'll see the world's 3 top sport fixtures, the Summer and Winter Olympics and the World Cup. These are events that occur over very controlled periods of time but create a peak demand for standards conversion bandwidth. And that's something that historically has been very difficult to provision because of the limited availability of rental hardware, therefore demanding high levels of capital expenditure. So the availability of a scalable on-demand software solution is a game changer for that pain point. So I'd like to turn now to Thilo to explain Hiscale's contribution to our quality service.
Right. So, as James explained, there's a core to it, which is the standard conversion library. And we took that and integrated this piece of technology into our live encoding pipeline, which is Dockerized and can basically run anywhere. So, as Val mentioned, we want to make it work on AWS preferably. So that's what we did, and on the next slide we have integrated that into a pipeline where our application called Flix, which is a live encoder, can take in any sort of IP-based stream, decode, convert, encode again, and deliver to whatever endpoint you want it to. But it doesn't stop there. We have the application now, but M2A should also be able to automate and monitor the process. So we've added new connectors, new capabilities for monitoring and alarming, connecting to AWS CloudWatch and SNS services. And how that all fits together, we'll explain.
I will explain. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so on this slide, how you can see how everything fits together, how we fit together. So M2A provides a new service which is called M2A Connect, which combines motion compensated frame rate conversion as an integrated and a full, a fully cloud-based service, and is available in any AWS region. You can acquire, route, distribute, capture, and convert your content, and therefore it's easy to use, it's cheap to use because it has all the dynamics from public cloud. You can also, because it's so easy, define your distribution before it happens. You can schedule everything, and for each event you can define your technical properties, and you can therefore also say, for this particular event I want to do frame rate conversion, but it's also flexible. If you need it at the very last minute, you can simply take virtual cable, patch it into a frame rate converter, and you have created a new kind of distribution. If you want to know more, you can visit us later at our booth, and here you can see the schematical overview how everything fits together. I think you might have questions. If you have, please come over. You can find your addresses of our booth here. If you have any questions, please come to us. Thank you for this presentation.
Thank you.
Oh.